This is a celebration of the addition of another family member that maybe was not given to us by natural birth, but as God does so many times, given to us in a special way. You may not know this, but I was certainly not in favor of the adoption of a child back in 2005, and it was my wife's idea to do this. And I agreed, with just a couple of exceptions. First of all, I wanted her to find an older child, maybe a little more mature, and one that would be without what I termed issues. After all, I'd already raised one beautiful family and was looking straight down the barrel of my back nine of my life, and it was looking me directly in the eyes. Little did I know that this would not be God's plan, for I had no idea of that at that time. He was even in the picture then. The very first time I met Emily, it was apparent that she was going to be the newest member of the family. Now keep in mind, I wanted an older child, maybe in a teen, somewhere in that area, without those issues. God has such a way at times in getting our attention and making sure that the right things are in place in our life for blessings to follow. We did adopt Emily when she was 5 years old, as most of you already know now, and she has cerebral palsy. Not exactly the plan, but there was no hesitation due to other events that took place that this was confirmed and this was the child for us. It's certainly more miraculous now as I think back on it and all the things that had happened, that she never came to us just by accident. But the initial choice after that was made, everything went into place. God is going to get his way in our life. You know that, right? Even though we might think he's not there. This adoption is a tribute, a time of thankfulness and a time to honor the faithful hand of God. Emily has taught me so much and things I never had imagined, maybe because I wasn't looking, but a lot of things I just took for granted. I realized that I have the most wonderful family who opened their hearts and homes to love Emily just as if she had always been there. The experience made me even more proud of the older children and my grandchildren who just stepped up to receive Emily as one of us. I saw friends, teachers, and others come to know and love Emily because they saw a special nature she had and the love for others that she displayed, unending. This was a training ground for me to align my priorities in life to those that God had for me. Watching the struggles Emily has had with her medical challenges has made me so aware of how blind we are to blessings that are all around us. We're just going through a normal day of walking without struggle, with the weaknesses due to CP taking so much energy from Emily or keeping your balance while you're walking. She continued to go, just continued to go. I have watched her take on challenges that not many of us would ever even think about, especially with CP, but yet she still excelled at those things. I've talked and encouraged her when she would bring an issue to me about someone who's maybe mistreated her at school, or yet when the discussion was over, I came away as being blessed. Emily has been blessed with strength and determination. Not many of us have. It's a true example of someone having special needs becoming so much stronger through the adventure of life and walking where not many of us ever have to go. I've had so many people come to me and say how blessed Emily is to have me as her dad, and I'm quick to correct them. It is me whom God chose to bless with Emily. I've had the honor and privilege of seeing her grow in her acceptance of Jesus and become baptized. But most of all, I've had the honor of watching her give over and over again to others, even when there's no return in sight. Getting a glimpse of how God works in our lives today will allow Him if we will allow Him full reign of it, is what we are celebrating tonight. It's truly an Adoption Day celebration when we know for sure we have been adopted by Jesus to be with Him for eternity. Happy Adoption Day, Emily.